Hello world, this is Wolfstar Games, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. So, as you can see, I don't have any face cam this time, and the reason behind that, from last time, I noticed after I had finished recording that when I went to pick up my USB hub, which I use to plug in my webcam, I noticed that it was very warm. And I'm like, why is this so warm? And it kind of dawned on me that that could be a factor in why I was getting such massive frame drops and me being all juddery. So I'm like, maybe to fix that, maybe I just need a USB adapter, which I also have to use for my Elgato and for my microphone. So I'm like, maybe that will work. So I went ahead and ordered a new one, and it should be getting here before the weekend. So ideally, I should be able to go back to doing face cam this weekend. And I also remembered one thing that I did not try last time, which was disabling in OBS the preview, because I had kind of forgotten that with disabling the preview that can help with frame drops. So that, coupled with just using a USB adapter, we should be all good to going back to having face cam. And that's how I really want to have it. I want to be able to show my face. So I'm crossing my fingers. Anyway, last time with Juna, talking to Juna, we got into talking about the Illuminati, which opens a whole new kettle of fish in a way, because introducing the Illuminati of all things into the mix with them having possible ties to the Committee of 300 and Kagame. Like, this has just made it all the more interesting. So I'm very interested to see where this all goes with the Illuminati now thrown into the mix. Last we actually left off, Kaito was humming. I've been groaning in front of the drink corner for 15 minutes. For that long, really. At the register behind me, Mizuka-san is sighing for what feels like the billionth time. I almost said billionth.
万引きするつもりなら諦めな。言動が怪しすぎるよ。
Has Kaito really ever stolen from your store, Mizuka? I would think not. And I assume that she knows him well enough that he wouldn't steal? She says to me while reading a newspaper.
失礼だな。何を買うか本気で迷ってるんですよ。
I get that way, especially when trying to decide like what video games I want to buy, or movies, and as well as books too. It's like I also love to read.
高校生の小遣いなんてたかが知れてるんです。だから100円たりとも無駄にはできないわけでね。
Fair point. I'm lying, of course. Why are you lying? I'm actually debating whether or not I should ask Mizuka-san about the Committee of 300. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be a rather debating topic to bring up, especially to someone who appears to have some connection with Airi. If I do, I'll end up having to tell her about the Kimijima reports. Right, yeah. But whenever it comes to Kimijima Ko or Airi, Mizuka-san's reaction is kinda scary. So I'm conflicted as to whether I should bring it up or not. I mean, I can see where he's coming from, but, at the same time, he's, like, curious to what Mizuka-san would say. I just called her Mizuka-san. I meant to just say Mizuka. But, yeah, I can understand that, especially seeing that, she's, older than him. But I can't afford to stand here and deliberate forever. To ask or not to ask. It's like get my Shakespearean accent on. I take a peek at Mizuka-san again. The steamer off to the side of the register enters my line of sight. In order to get info, I'll have to eat one of those passion fruit buns. Oh. And do you want to suffer? And do you really want to suffer, Kaito, in order to get what you want out of Mizuka? As it turns out, that's the deciding factor. Right. Alright, I'll give up on asking Mizuka-san for now. I mean, it's his decision, but at the same time, it's like, aside from Juna, Mizuka is the only other person who has any kind of interest or ties, in this case, to what's going on, with the Kimijima reports and all. Now that that's decided, my actions are swift and to the point. I grab a bottle of fruit sour melon and take it to the register.
やけにすっきりした顔してるじゃないか。
Well, thank you.
店に入ってきた時のおどおどした様子とは大違いだ。情報はいらないってことかい？
Au contraire.
何のことかな？
Very, not suspicious at all.
はい。何を隠してる？
It's like, she knows he's hiding something from her.
水香さんには関係ないさ。
But it does, doesn't it? I mean, she knows Airi. And I assume also Kimijima. So... I mean... I want them to talk about this.
私を怒らせるんじゃないよ。
You better not make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Ah, she's terrifying. Yes, Mazuka, smash! Her sharp gaze pierces through my body. I'm like a frog being stared down by a vicious snake. That's, to the point. What did I do to deserve this death stare? I didn't even say anything. I mean, he's so transparent right now that he doesn't have to say anything. Oh, hi, Nai. The Noji Nai enters the store while I'm still petrified.
ヤシオくんでしたっけ？おはよう。あ、こんにちはかな。
Konnichiwa.
あ、どうも。
いらっしゃい。JAXA の人？
Actually, she is.
はい、そうなんです。おととい島に来たばかりで。ヤシオくんはこの店よく利用するの？
Yeah, Nai is showing up very frequently now, so I'm really starting to think that she's going to play a big role in this story.
まあ。
Saved by the bell. Thanks to Tanoji Nai's swift intervention, I've been freed from Mazuka-san's Medusa gaze. Except you haven't been turned to stone, Kaito. It's like... I was honestly about to cave and spill the beans.
アキホちゃんが寂しそうにしてたよ。ヤシオくん、手伝ってあげればいいのに。
俺はそういうのはしない主義なんで。
More importantly, I can't let this opportunity pass me by. I place some coins on the counter to pay for the drink and rush outside. Well, that was a short exchange. Oh, but before we actually go any further here, going to Tweepo, see if there's anything new. Oh. To, Irie. Nice to meet you, Irie. I get it. You like the atmosphere equals you like Frau Tan. I have a lot of empty rooms so you can move in whenevs, but I will charge rent. I wouldn't mind moving in. Nice to meet you, Akiho. Played 2 hours at this club. At club? 15-0. Pace is kind of slow. I have no clothes to go out. All my clothes are covered in mud from the storm last night. Well, don't you have a washer and dryer? Or actually, probably not, since she moved into a hotel. But although they might have one, she might have to go to a laundromat if not. The fanatic blood in me is boiling from talking about Kagame. Oh, it's like, is that your way of saying that you're excited about talking about Kagame, Juno? Tanoji-san came by, but she left. Everyone be careful. Don't let her convince you. What's a kanbam? I can reply to that one. I don't think she is a bad person. Memo for myself. Tonight's dinner, vermicelli. Vermicelli? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up later. So was that the only one that I can reply? I think it was the only one, yeah. Okay, so that's what Aki-chan likes. That is true, yes. That's what Jun-chan likes. That is not correct. That's what Michi likes. I mean, he was the Robot Club president back when Misa-ne was in the Robot Club, but is he really in the Gundam? Or Gundam? But this is the obvious answer. It's what Aki-chan likes. And this is a location we've already been, so I accidentally advanced the text. There's too many buttons to advance the text in this game. There's a fancy bike parked in front of the store. Is this one of those mountain bikes? Wait, don't tell me she biked here all the way from TNSC. I see that she picked up a certain habit from a certain girl from Steins Gate. That's a nice bike, though. That's a 15-kilometer trip, give or take. I mean, kilometers, I'm not really familiar with kilometers, so how long of a distance is that? That can't be an easy ride.
私の自転車気になります？
We were just admiring it. Tanoji Nai comes strolling outside. She's holding a sports drink.
1日50キロは走るようにしてるんですよ。
50 kilometers a day. I mean, that's a way to keep in shape.
本当は100キロくらい走りたいんですけどね。
100 kilometers, okay. Yeah, it's like, I only know miles, I don't know kilometers. So it's like, trying to do the math in my head is difficult for me.
それじゃあ何が本業かわからなくなっちゃいますから。
Why would you get confused over what your job is because of your biking?
その格好で乗ってるの？
Why not?
本気走りの時はロード用のジャージを着ますよ。でも普段は軽く流すだけだから結構適当。
Right. That makes sense.
乗ってみます？
Really, you're offering a bike ride?
いや、別にいいです。
遠慮しなくていいのに。そうそう、よしおくん、この前はバタバタしてて個別に挨拶できなかったですよね。
Yeah, we didn't really properly be introduced to one another. And also, that was really nice of Nai to offer Kaito a bike ride. You know, even if it's just like just like a short distance, and just for fun.
改めましてよろしくお願いします。
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance too, Nai. The Noji Nai sticks her hand out with no hesitation. It's like there's... Sure, Kaito is skeptical of Nai, but, you know, he has to see that Nai is straight up a nice person. It's like she's a sweetheart. And, you know, she's just a very personable girl. I guess she wants me to shake hands? Yes! Come on, Kaito, shake her hand! I'm not quite as on guard with her as I was before, but she still scares me a little. Keeping those thoughts to myself, I take her hand and shake it. There we go.
かーい、照れてんじゃないよ。
Is Kaito blushing? I mean, we never really see his face, not as a character model. We only see him in CG, so it's like, is he actually blushing? The automatic doors open, and Mizuka-san pokes her head out to drop her zinger. Then she immediately vanishes. Just one and done. It's like... she's kind of like, she's like one of those characters in movies that just has a short little... like the shortest little scene, just and very little dialogue, but they make an impact with the line of dialogue that they say. So it's kind of like that. Was she watching the whole time? More than likely. I mean, you're right outside her store.
確かに顔が赤い。
Really? Also, you're now pretty close to me, Nai. The Noji-san inches close to my face, still holding my hand. Oh ho ho!
自己紹介で握手求める人なんてこんな田舎にはなかなかいませんよ。
Right, because everyone knows everyone, and Nai is kind of an outsider. To that effect, so is the Frau, too. It's like she just moved here recently as well. I think Agio's probably the only one. But yeah.
そうそう、東京でもよく言われました。私はお父さんがフランス育ちだからこうするのが普通だと思ってたんですけどね。
Yeah, I kind of forgot that fact, that her dad was raised in France. Speaks perfect Japanese, though.
あと、ハグして頬をペタペタする挨拶もしますよ。
Just imagine if she had done that as they shook hands. That would have really gotten Kaito. I could just imagine what his reaction would be if someone did that to him as a greeting.
Huh?
Huh? It's like, huh? Excuse me?
ペタペタ。私とヤシオくんとでお互いの頬をペタッと。
I mean, that's rather cute, but to, like, complete strangers, that would be very weird. If I'm being honest.
ああ、映画かなんかで見たことある。
Yes. Especially, like, the old classic movies.
やってみます？
I'd be game. I don't know if Kaito would be game.
遠慮しときます。
I say I don't know if Kaito would be game, but he's always game because he's a gamer.
ですよね。
Yeah, I figured he'd say that too.
さっきもアキホちゃんにハグしたらすごく驚かれました。
Oh, that's right. She did do that. Did she? Yeah. Did she rub her cheek on Akio's cheek? I don't recall Akio being reactive to that. Yeah. But I do remember that they shook hands and Nai hugged her. I mean, Akio didn't hug her back, but, you know, because she was surprised.
それはちょっと羨ましいな。
Do you want a hug now, Kaito? Do you want a hug from a beautiful, a little bit older girl? I mean, she's... What was it, 21? I mean, if I bring up IRUO and look at her tag again. Ah! This is as far as I can zoom out. The geotag isn't coming up. That's weird. Isn't that weird that her geotag isn't coming up anymore? Is that a glitch? But I'm pretty sure that her geotag said that she was 21. And Kaito's 17, so that, you know, that's not too terribly much older.
どっちが？
That's a fair question. Hug from Nai or from Akiho?
アキホです。
Akio, okay.
逆じゃないんですか？
It's not quite a hug, but whenever she has an attack, I usually hold her by the shoulders, so yeah, that doesn't count, Kaito, come on.
別に普通かな。
じゃあ私とハグするのも普通でしょ？
I mean, yeah, he doesn't know Nai that well, so it's like I don't know how he'd be with hugging a girl he doesn't really know. Tanoji Nai starts getting fidgety, like she really wants to give me a hug. Aw. It's like, I would take a hug from her. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm a hugger, so I would take the hug.
どうしてもやりたいって言うなら俺に勝負して勝つことですね。そしたら何でも言うこと聞きますよ。
Oh my god. Really, Kaito? Come on. It's like, if you want a hug, and if she wants to give you a hug, then hug. Don't tell her this kind of, shit.
勝負？
Yeah, now she's just confused.
キルバラです。
ああ、格闘ゲーム。
Yeah, of course she would be familiar with Kill Ballad.
じゃあ、今度お手合わせしてください。
Next time. Not this time?
へえ、強いんですか？
どうかな。一度もやったことないから。
Oh. She's never played the game, but she's familiar with it. I was into other fighting games 4 or 5 years ago, she says with a sinister smile as she unlocks her bike. Why didn't she actually say that?
じゃあ、また来ます。あきほちゃんや他の部員の子たちによろしくです。
Well, I'll tell them that. I don't know if Kaito will. And just like that, she blissfully rides off into the distance on her mountain bike, off into the sunset. She's fast. Her acceleration is legit impressive. If she can ride that fast in those clothes, she must really be a pro. Heh, she learned from one of the best. At the end of the day, I wasn't able to talk to anyone about the Committee of 300. I mean, could always talk to Airi or Gijene, but, that wouldn't be the same. It's like, he really wanted to talk to Mizuka about it, didn't he? But he just didn't want to go through, I guess, the hassle and the and the torture of the passion fruit bun. It's not all that surprising considering I don't have that many friends to begin with. I mean, Kaito, he's Kaito. What am I saying? Akiho, Subaru, to kind of an extent. Juna, slowly but surely, the two of them are opening up. The Frau, she's in a whole different league. And now Nai. So, yeah, not a whole lot of friends, but, enough to have a small little get-together. I tried to look up the committee online, but all I found was vague info with sketchy sources, etc. Need a tip for sources? Source, or information. Origin documents historical materials, news, wherever you get information from. For online forums, due to misinformation and fake news, it is important to provide the source if you want others to trust you. Sometimes the source can be fake, though. So, yes, kind of have to be careful with where you get your information. It's like the source could be your source as a journalist or a reporter could wind up being a bad source. So you have to be careful in that respect. Oh, I wonder if there's any replies with Tweepo. Oh, let's all go to the Yoira Iki festival together. What kind of festival is that? I can reply to that one. My family was upset when I told them I wasn't going with them to the Yoira Iki festival. Should be fine. They don't listen to me anyway. Oh, Juna. Always running around everywhere. Oh, Juna. Oh, is that my bad? I don't think it's your fault, Akiho. Yeah, no, not at all. Okay. See if I can actually say this with a straight face. Older man! So the Frau likes older men. Alrighty. How much older though? What happened? Did a stranger break in? I don't think that's the case. I get that feels whenever I watch Tiger Rabbit. Tiger Rabbit? What's that? Seriously, a masterpiece, lol. I wish I watched in real time. Okay, so it's watched in real time. So it's an old, maybe anime? Maybe? I don't know. Of course, that's what I thought it was. Haha. Quick break. I think I played about 3 hours. 21 to 4. Not focused at all. Yeah, because his mind is on the committee of 300 and he wants to talk to someone about it. Oh, wait, there was one that I could reply to. Yeah, this one. Not that one. This one. We don't need to all go together. Pretty sure everyone has their own plans. Or you're gonna go with no money. It'll be rough when you can't buy any amazing festival food. Or sure. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just go with the simplest answer. Sure. Why not? Let's go to the since it's a Japanese name, Yoira Iki. That's it. Yoira Iki Festival. I really want to know what kind of festival that is. I mean, Japan seems to have so many different kinds of festivals. I can't focus on KB. I'm winning, but I'm far away from my A game. I'm even dripping combos. Actually, I wonder if Airi is in the room. Not this time, it looks like. I can't believe that there's no geotags in here. Yeah, I already read that. Before I read the report, I was on a roll this morning. What should I do? I considered publishing it online, but that'd just mean more noise to sift through. I'd probably end up dealing with a bunch of trolls and armchair analysts. I get an idea, so I decide to write up an email.
メールを起動して。
Who's he gonna email? Maybe the Frau? My phone droid opens up the email composition screen. Then a while, it's Kaito. I'm messaging you because I wanted to ask you a question.
作成終了。
Not counting on you replying, but have you heard of something called the Kimijima reports? I heard that you knew Kimijima-ko when he was still alive, so I thought you'd know something. Talk to Aki-chan sometime soon. Who's this to? Mizuka? It would have to be Mizuka, right? Because she's the only one who actually knows Kimijima. Juna doesn't.
瀬宮美咲宛てにメール送信よろしく。
Oh. To Misa-ne. Okay. Ooh. I wonder... You know... Akio's been trying to get a hold of her sister, but Misa-ne's has not been replying. Maybe this is what it's going to take for her to actually respond back to someone. Even if it's Kaito and not her sister, you know? Interesting. Ooh. This is now getting a little juicy. The message ended up being kind of blunt. It is rather blunt, yes. But Misa-ne was always down with that. Whether it was via email or phone call, Misa-ne was always a straight shooter. It'll be fine. Hopefully. I mean, we'll see, I guess. And as I mentioned in the email, I don't expect her to reply. So then, why did I even send her a message in the first place? Because you want someone to talk to about this. And he apparently doesn't want to talk to Mizuka or Juna about it.
そもそもミサ姉にメール書くなんて何年ぶりかな。
The last one was probably when I told her I'd joined the robot club with Akio. And that was 2 years ago, right? On the flip side, Akio has apparently been messaging her pretty frequently. Yeah, just trying to get a hold of her. After hearing that she never got any replies, I figured it was a waste of time and just naturally stopped. But why doesn't Misa-ne at least respond to her own sister? Yeah, seriously, you'd think that out of everyone, that Misa-ne would at least talk to her family. You know, her sister, her parents. But no. It's like, why is she shutting herself away from her family? And I don't think it's because of this. Is she that busy? I think it's more than that. I think it's that, you know, she's tied up in something that is like over her head. You know, that she's in over her head with something, you know, very big and major, and she doesn't want to talk to anyone to accidentally like let slip of what she's doing, trying to like protect her friends and family by not talking to them. And while I can really understand that and wanting to protect your friends and family, it's like at the same time, it's like with just the simplest like hi and hello, she doesn't respond. It's like you can at least say hi back. It's like Misa-ne has this very mysterious air revolving around her. Yeah, especially given what we've gotten about her, from flashbacks primarily, and not so much what's going on in the present. Like with that press conference. Even with all the work she's up to, it'd only take 5 minutes to write something up. Yeah. Or maybe now that she's in Tokyo, she's completely forgotten about this small island out of time. No, that's not it. That can't be it.
電話?
Oh. She's actually calling. It's like, I'm pretty sure that when she saw the name Kimijima Ko, that got her. It's like, no, not getting a text back, but a call from her. I feel like this is a turning point. I glanced down at the screen to see who it's from. Misa-ne? I can't believe my eyes.
電話つないで.
Hi, Misa-ne. In the flesh. Present day flesh.
Misa-ne.
しばらく見ないうちにずいぶん大きくなったわね、カイ。
なんで?
Despite my confusion, I can't mask my joy. My face is lit up. I'm sure it is. I mean, when was the last time he actually saw Misa-ne? I mean, I assume since before she left the island. And like, how long ago was that? I mean, we don't know that for sure. I want to say that it's been at least like a few years, right? I mean, she's basically my master. So it's more like Misa-sama, right? I know. I think I have that right. That sama, that honorific means master. She's the rival that I have to beat one day. How can I not be happy that I'm talking to Misa-ne for the first time in 6 damn years? 6 years, okay. Yeah, it's been a long time since they've actually seen each other. That's a long time to be away and not have any contact.
久しぶり.
And C as well. It feels extremely weird to be talking to Misa-ne, who is some 1,000 kilometers away from here.
メール読んだわ。
And what did you think? Without so much as a greeting. Getting to the point here, are we? She cuts right to the chase. Yeah.
送ったばっかりなのに。そもそもこっちからのメールなんて一切目を通してないと思ってた。
Obviously, she has. She just hasn't responded. For whatever reason. And this is the one that actually got her to respond. This is big.
全部読んでいるわよ。秋のメールもね。
I figured. I know Akiho will be thrilled to hear that. Yeah.
カイがもう何年も連絡をよこさなかったことも知っているわ。
Well, what's Kaito's excuse?
読んでるなら読んでるって言ってほしかったよ。そしたら毎日でも送ったね。
Okay, maybe not every single day.
っていうかさ、聞きたかったんだけど、キルバラのタジリンって。
Oh. He's asking her if he's Tajarin?
カイ、
Yes, she says with a smile. Misa-ne cuts me off and casts her gaze on me. Whoa, she's scary. I mean, she has like the smallest smile on her face. And she's like staring straight at us. And, you know, she's a very beautiful woman. I mean, like, very beautiful. But it's like, she... I don't know. She could be hiding something scary under that... under the mask of being nice. When I was little, Misa-ne and Mizuka-san were known for being terrifying when they were angry. And she's angry right now. Mizuka-san looks like she'd be scary when mad, but Misa-ne usually smiled. So that gap made things worse. So one of those cold smiles that you can sometimes get from someone. Yeah, that could be a scary situation, I guess. Plus, I was constantly bullied by her as a kid, so I'm conditioned to be scared of her in particular. Someone who only knows her as the PR person for ex-gay would wet their pants if they saw her true nature.
メールに書いたことは本当なの？
Every word.
ああ。まあね、宇宙が丘公園で見つけた。
Wait, how did he say that? I have to advance the text, that's right.
ミサ姉は君島公園愛理と面識あったって水香さんに聞いたから。
Yeah. And Mizuka-san knows them too. I have to hear this again, just to get the pronunciation right.
宇宙が丘公園で見つけた。
Uchugauka. Uchugauka. I think I got it. Because I've been having so much trouble saying that name.
忘れなさい。
Kinda late to say that. I mean, she's dead serious. I mean, especially given the look on her face. But it's too late to say that, really. I mean, he's already read 2 of the Kimijima reports. How can he possibly forget what he's already read? And not to mention his interaction with Airi. How can he forget those? How could he forget those interactions with her?
え？
君島レポートのことは忘れて。これ以上探してはいけないわ。
She's definitely hiding something. Something very serious and very dangerous, I am willing to bet.
いいわね。
なんで？
関わってはいけないものだからよ。
Is it something that you got involved with, Misa-ne? I'm willing to bet so. That's why she's saying this.
約束して。
そんな頭ごなしに言われても。
もしこれ以上関わるなら、カイ、あなたはきっと後悔することになる。
You'll regret it? That sounds like a threat. Doesn't it?
だから忘れなさい。
いや、理由を説明。
That was abrupt. She hung up.
なんなんだよ、一体。
Yeah, that definitely has me, has my head, my brain, I'm thinking now, given that phone call. Misa-ne, okay, this is what I'm thinking. So, Misa-ne knows Kimijima-ko and Airi. She got into the same situation that Kaito is getting himself into. And once she when she continued going through everything, she couldn't get out from under everything that she had discovered, and now she is under pressure from like the Committee of 300 or maybe even the Illuminati, who knows. And that's more than likely why she has not been responding to anyone until now. It's like she called to warn him. She didn't call to, shoot the breeze, you know? I mean, especially given Kaito's message. I mean, he was very blunt with his message, and she was blunt responding back. So she, I guess, has every right to warn him and to also threaten him to back off, because she doesn't want, more than likely, for him to get involved just like she did. It's like, that's how I want to connect everything. And that would make the most sense as well.
ていうか、6年ぶりに話できたのに近況報告の一つもなしか。
That would be shooting the breeze, and that's not what she did. Even after becoming a working adult, she's as straight to the point as ever. You haven't changed a bit, Misa-ne. There were so many things I wanted to ask her, like if she's Tajarin, or if she saw us at Robo 1. I mean, she did. I mean, we got to see that. But, of course, Kaito, as well as Michi and Agio, didn't. Anyway, forget everything, eh? I'll regret it if I get involved any further. Does that mean that Misa-ne is familiar with the Kimijima reports? And she has to be. I mean, if she's warning him not to read the rest, then yes, she knows all of the reports, all 7 of them, because she read them herself. Or maybe even had a hand in writing them, maybe? I mean, sure, Kimijima's name is on the reports, but he could have had help in writing them.
随分と中途半端な警告してくれちゃってまあ。
No, it's not a half-assed warning, Kaito. No way. It's like you're reading this all wrong. This is just going to have the opposite effect on me. It's like she's asking me to keep digging. I mean, yeah, she basically threatened him, but now he's just curious of why he should stop. And that's going to get him to dig even further. Dig and probably kind of dig himself into a grave, so to speak, like Misa-ne more than likely did. But more importantly,
君島公の死についてミサ姉が何か知ってるんじゃないかって勘ぐっちゃうじゃないか。
more than likely. Oh, it's the festival? Takio now. Well, that was very, very interesting. And I feel, given with that, it looks like we're now at the festival, and to go from something so serious to something more lighthearted, I feel I should stop it here and save the more lighted-hearted stuff for next time. So, yes, I'll stop it here for the time being, and we'll pick things back up, I guess, at the festival here. So I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a great day or night, wherever you may be.